players. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line.
The ball carrier.
A big play there on the first play of the game. 55 yards.
55 yards. And a Cowboy first down.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Elliott. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
4-yard line.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Prescott from the gun. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Prescott to throw it. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really, 2nd down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done. And on the opening drive of the game.
Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
7, Giants nothing. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
25-yard line.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
The tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Up at 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
That's good.
And he will have a Giants first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. They go play action with Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Incomplete.
Wilson's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 1.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go,
Matt Weil in punt
there is a hush indeed. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Dallas.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And they are going to set up sharp at the 40-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
At the 31.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
That's good for a Giants. First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cowboys 7, Giants nothing.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Graham Gano set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
First down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
After the interception, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wolf. He can only get a yard after all that. It's second down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Wilson on the keeper.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Throwing on second down, Prescott. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Play action. It's Wilson. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the Cowboys' 7-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down and goal.
He may try and run, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Russell Wilson scoring on the 2-yard keeper, and the Giants have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Giants 14, Cowboys 7. Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
That's right,
and for
baby.
the 4th time now, a loose football. The ball comes out. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First down.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Brings a good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones. That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
If you rank 1 from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, 1 from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31-32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate? And now here is another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Touchdown, Giants! Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Giants 21, Cowboys 7. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Not much there, only a yard.
2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Giants 21, Cowboys 14. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
Buying time to his left. That's complete to Slayton. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Again, it's Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And now they pause for an injured player, and that injured player is an important one. Ezekiel Elliott still down. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Prescott. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 49. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Prescott. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. To try again after the sack. Wilson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Third and long. It's Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. Here's Wilson operating from the gun. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Cowboys 14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Prescott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Darnay Holmes makes the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 44, Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And we now have a new single-game interception king, a record-breaking 5th pick there.
If that's not the true definition of a ball hawk, I don't know what is. That is absolutely phenomenal. What comes to mind quickly, partner, is one of the more recent ones to get to 4, D'Angelo Hall, a terrific player in his own right. But in this case, 5. That sets a brand-new NFL record.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, It can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Wilson, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. Gano now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Giants 42, Cowboys 14. Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Prescott. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Play action. Now Wilson. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw again. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
Wilson on the keeper. Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They go play action now. Wilson going for it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gano for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Giants 49, Cowboys 14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared.
There he goes, right side. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
Short of the goal line.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
It's to 2nd and
Another
goal.
shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Throwing, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Is good. Makes the score Giants 49, Cowboys 21. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, it didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
The Giants on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Wilson to throw, and he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Matt Wild now as he's on to punt for New York. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Flushed out right. This to Jarwin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Prescott took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. Elliott a first down and more. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown, Dallas.
Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Cowboys cut into that lead. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well, and they may have run into him after the kick went away.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Little flip of fortune. They had a chance to possibly pin him deep, but out of bounds, and now they'll start at the 40. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Catch made by Slayton. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Throw left side complete. It's Wolf. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules? partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
I'm coming after you. Hey, go Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Watch the run. Hey, they're running it.
Prescott now. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Xavier McKinney. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Final score, John.
Big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the loss drops them back to 4 and 3 so far. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I